It's one of our marquee matchups in the tail end of our regular season dito sa city of Binyan, and we are back at the Alonte Sports Arena for this matchup between two teams that have a possibility of sealing their top spots in their respective divisions. Orlan Nomar and the rest of the San Juan Knights can clinch the number 1 seed in the north with a win tonight as they take on the Zamboanga Master Sardines na napakahirap kalabanin just because of their pedigree right now and the way they are playing. Zamboanga will be a tough customer para dito sa San Juan Knights. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, si Dev Tupas kasama sa Christian Luanzo, and of course Megan Cabrera is at courtside, and very important game para sa dalawang kupunan natin, lalo na dito sa San Juan, who can actually seal that number 1 seed in the North Division.
After beating Pampanga, what was that, 2-3 weeks ago? It felt like yesterday. But this San Juan team, you talk about consistency. Even in their losses, they've been consistent in terms of playing hard, in terms of playing as a team, and executing on both ends. And I still think they're the deepest team in the league, which is a big part of their success.
So ito namang Zamboanga, they're going into this one with a really good performance, on the back of a really good performance. Pero titingnan natin ang ating team standings for now. North Division, San Juan 25-1. They can go 26-1 with a win tonight, and kung pareho sila ng record with Pampanga, by the end of the regular season, they will be the number 1 seed because of that win in Pasay a few weeks ago. They still have one more game against Caloocan, and that is happening next week para dito sa San Juan Knights. So, but that logjam from 5, 6, 7, still too close to call there kung sino ang kukuha ng mga upuan sa kanilang pwesto.
Yeah, you would like to say that it's a sure thing for them, and I know why you mentioned that, na even if they get tied at 25 or 26-2, assuming they win this one, it's a tough task in next game against Caloocan next week. In Caloocan din yun, because Caloocan, as you just saw, 16-9, yun ya, medyo naglalaban-laban sila doon ng Abra. As you see, Zamboanga tie naman ngayon with Quezon 20-6. Now, why does this matter? Aside from the division standings, yung home court advantage, malaking bagay pag nagkita kayo sa division finals and you have the better record. Let's say, kunyari lang, Quezon and Zamboanga makita. If Zamboanga wins this one and then they win their remaining games, obviously they'll be the number 1 team, possibly. So, ang mangyayari nun, home court advantage sila, yung possible last game, knockout game ng division finals if it reaches there.
So, Zamboanga, as you mentioned, playing well going into this matchup with San Juan. And, itong 1 year under Coach Louis Alas has done wonders for this team. No, nakikita na natin yung identity lumalabas na, this is a team that's known for their work on the defensive end,
right,
but also yung kanilang puntos dito, they went up against Pasay,
right,
in Pasay's home court. Not an easy task, and they came away with a win.
Well, that's the calling card of Coach Louis Alas, especially when he was still in the collegiate days. Nabanggit mo yun yung depensa, and after a slow start in this game against Pasay, you look at the numbers right here. They were down 13 to start the game, but they went on a 19-7 run nung pag-end ng first quarter and to start the second quarter. A big part of that, J-Boy Solis fouled out in that game, yes, but had 8 points in the first half. J.C. Marcelino had an all-around performance in that game, was best player in that game. Rebounding, assisting, scoring. This was one of those shots right here with the 3. That spin move, patented, a little, off balance, but really strong and controlled always. Only had 9 points, pero 8 doon sa second half. Flirted with a triple-double, and one of the rare times you see yung shying away from the triple-double is yung puntos, hindi yung rebounds, hindi yung assist. Galianza also had a big game. 13 of shots, saka si Solis, 13 of the 29 points in the second half, and also their bench came to play in that game. 11 of 13 players for Zamboanga scored for Zamboanga and outplayed the bench of Pasay.
So ang dami ng nahimay ni Coach Christian John for Zamboanga. San Juan naman ang pag-uusapan natin. and they also prevailed in lopsided fashion against the Bulacan Cuyas, and San Juan pretty much this was a game that they were trying to ease in.
Right.
Ito si Ron Denison and Mike Calisaan.
Correct. I think now that was key to them more than getting the win. I think the win, 99.9%, they knew they were going to get that. It was just how they were going to get that. And Michael Calisaan, his first game back, second game tonight, best player in that game. Well, mukhang hindi nawala eh.
Oo. And syempre, the key player, as always, for this San Juan team, Orlan Wamar, he is the one who makes them click. Ito si Orlan Wamar. And that combination of him and with AJ Miranda, I think ito yung nagbago sa season nitong San Juan Knights, yung pinagsasabay silang dalawa.
Totoo yan. No, minsan, hindi pa nga. Sometimes AJ would start at the point. Orlan would, come as the backup point guard. But Orlan would finish the game, and then AJ at times would be on his wing. Because both are unselfish, both know how to score, and both defend well.
And our player matchup nga, JC Marcelino, Orlan Wamar, two of the finest guards here in the MPBL, and nakikita nyo dyan sa numero. Probably, sabi mo, JC Marcelino, best two guard in the league. Orlan Wamar, best point guard in the league.
No, certainly Wamar is the best three-point shooter in the league.
Well, AC Soberano.
No, and I'm referring to the All-Star.
Okay.
Yung All-Star game, back-to-back, tama ba?
Tama.
Back-to-back siya, di ba? But I had my money on Soberano, but JC Marcelino, he's trying. This is sort of like a redemption year for him. They want to get his team over the hump and get his team to the finals.
So kasama ni Megan Cabrera, si Orlan and JC.
Maraming salamat sa Del once again. This is JC Marcelino from Zamboanga and Orlan Wamar from San Juan. Simula tayo sa iyo, JC. First game back nyo yun, it was a big game against Pasay, and there's another big game versus San Juan naman ngayon. So ano masasabi mo yung part ng recovery process mo na talagang naging ganun kalakas yung pagbalik mo dito sa MPBL?
Yun. Ano lang naman, pagdating sa practice talaga nag-go hard ako para mahabol ko yung kondisyon ko kasi halos 2 weeks ako walang basketball nung umalis ako eh. Kaya yun, mas pinursige ko yung sarili ko para mabawi ko yung nawalang resistensya tsaka yung kondisyon ng katawan ko.
The last 2 times na nagharap ang Zamboanga at San Juan sa regular season, Zamboanga ang nagwagi. Paano nyo balak ipagpatuloy yun?
Kahit kami nagwagi, hirap nila kalaban eh. Kaya ayun, patuloy lang namin talaga anin yung depensa namin, lalo na individual defense. Si Orlan, hirap bantayan. Hindi mo alam kung titira o penetrate. Kaya yun, mas in-improve namin yung individual defense namin para makuha yung panalo kasi kailangan din namin makuha yung panalo nito eh.
Thank you so much. Dito naman tayo kay Orlan. Orlan, alam naman natin, San Juan always excited, always prepared kahit sino man ang kalaban. So sa tingin nyo, ano yung magiging X-factor nyo ngayon?
Coming from this game, excited kami kasi isa to sa big test sa amin kasi alam namin yung Zamboanga. Ma-defense ang team, tsaka individual sila, depensa rin. Kaya kailangan namin ma-stop yung primary guy nila na si JC. Yun nga, kailangan namin 40 minutes na sharp, no turnover at all.
Same question. Last 2 times na nagharap sa regular season, Zamboanga ang nagwawagi. But this time, paano nyo isuspoil yung fun ng Zamboanga para manatili kayo number 1?
Sinabi lang ng coaching staff namin na enjoy the game, walang pressure. Kailangan lang namin siguro mag-focus. Yun.
Thank you so much, JC and Orlan. Best of luck to both your teams. Wag na nating patagalin. Punta na tayo kay Miguel Pere para masimulan ang larong to.
Action continues here inside the Alonte Sports Arena. It's Zamboanga versus San Juan for our second game. This is the 2024 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6 presented by Extreme. Let's meet our starters. First, for Zamboanga, Master Sardines. Starting at guard, number 5, Renzo Subido. Center, number 31, Ray Publico. Forward, number 16, Adi Santos. Also at forward, number 27, Bong Galanza. And the 2-guard, number 11, JC Marcelino. Their head coach is Louis Alas. Assistant coaches Ron J. Enrile, Cesar Paulin, Francis Punla, and Mark Orias. Team representative is Anthony Roque. Head of basketball operations, Didi Arquiza. Team governor is Ram Ayraham. Team manager is Alvin Muñoz. Team owners are Mr. T.P. Cao and Miss Anita Cao. Now, just starting 5 for the MPBL Datu Cup champions, San Juan Knights. Go for gold! One guard number 14, H.M. Miranda. Also with guard number 24, Nico Panganiban. Center number 15, Arvin Gamboa. Forward number 4, Mike Malonzo. And the other forward number 9, Dexter Maiquez. San Juan Knights Go for Gold is led by the team owner, the Honorable Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Assistant coaches, Nandi Epondulan, and the original Tamil King, Philip Cesar. Team consultants are Congressman Brian Yamsuan and Bong Tinglasan. Team manager.
Starting 5 brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max, Renzo Sobido, JC Marcelino, Ray Publico, Adi Santos, and Bonga Lanza para sa Zamboanga. On the other side, San Juan has AJ Miranda, Nico Panganiban, Arvin Gamboa, Mike Malonzo, and Dexter Maiquez. What a matchup this is going to be. Zamboanga against San Juan, both with golden opportunities to seal the #1 seed in their respective divisions.
You know, one matchup that I'm looking forward to, could be an underrated one. Galianza and Malonzo.
Oh, yeah. Tama. Galanza as the scorer, Malonzo as the stopper, as Ray Publico hits the 3 to start the ball game.
Right, and right on cue, who created that shot? Galianza on the top ball screen setup for their first play. Kick out on the weak side. Open shot for Publico.
Dexter Maiquez. Here's Miranda, binabatay ni Sobido. Gamboa. Nabitawan ng bola on the behind the back dribble. Turnover for San Juan.
Good job by Adi Santos moving his feet.
Marcelino probing. Binigay kay Adi Santos. Malonzo now on Marcelino. Nice pass inside to Adi Santos.
So obviously a good sign para sa Zamboanga. We're used to seeing them attack early, especially in transition off defensive rebounds. But the first 2 sets offensively in the half court has been on point.
And Zamboanga usually goes on slow starts.
Not tulad ng last game nga, no? 20-7 down early, down 13 noong kalaban ng Pasay. And how about Zamboanga handing Pasay that first loss after, what, 8 games? 8-0 ang Pasay noon, no? Bago nung larong yun. 9-0. 9-0. Yeah. And still,
hindi biro yung mga tinalo ng Pasay doon.
Naalala ko may Quezon din doon, no? Nung first part or halfway.
Yeah.
First loss ng Quezon yun, kung di ako nagkakamali for the season.
16-game winning streak.
Gamboa right now. Pass to Malonzo.
Here's Malonzo. AJ Miranda.
Good D by Marcelino. Not only getting a hand on the ball to force that out of bounds, but before that, closing out, taking away the shot of Miranda.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Here's AJ Miranda. Miranda sees daylight, shoots the 3, no good. Rebound, nakuha ni Ray Publico.
So ball screen defense by Zamboanga, especially on Maiquez. They're squeezing the ball screen to prevent them from rotation and enticing the outside shot on Miranda going under.
Galanza with a fadeaway. He'll get the bounce.
A good-looking jumper by Galanza and continuing their smooth execution on the offense. That was an open jumper on the free throw line by Galianza, pero dito on the defensive end tatawagan ng foul si Subido kay Miranda.
6-0, 10 seconds of shot clock. Miranda, nakawala. Miranda with a layup.
Can't be too happy if you're Coach Louis Alas. Gambled on the pass of the inbounds is JC Marcelino. Opened up the drive for Miranda.
Andy Santos traveled after that offensive rebound.
We can hear it from here, and you could probably read the lips as you saw it on your screens. That big question, paano naging traveling yun? Almost 99% of the coaches ask that question every time it's called.
There's Agent Miranda. Gamboa back to Miranda. Pinostihan ni Panganiban. Si Subido swings it over. Malonzo with a runner. Gamboa with the offensive rebound. And Arvin Gamboa scores underneath.
Now that's something if Zamboanga wants to win this game. That's something they're going to have to win. That rebounding battle against San Juan. With their depth in the front court, really in all areas of, in all position. That front court is so deep that you have to deal with them, that first group, second group, even with that third group, Tajonera.
Actually,
I don't see him on the bench.
Wala si Tajonera and Obalde.
Every time he plays, you know, he always starts for them because he usually guards the key player. Let's say a Justin Baltasar on the other team, a big name on the other team.
Or Will Macaloni.
Or a Will Macaloni.
Miranda. Oh, beautiful left-handed scoop.
Dalawang magandang atake na yan, kay Miranda. Dalawang kamay pinakita niya na kaya niyang tumapos.
Publico swings it over to Bonga Lanza. Blocking foul by Panganiban. Ang hirap dito because San Juan, when they force closeouts, ang gagaling ng atleta naman.
Yeah.
Ito 400-meter runner to.
Correct.
And Miranda.
And that's key to what you said right there. I think for you to have success against San Juan, the less you have to close out on them. Which means your rotation, first of all, your on-ball defense has to be on point. Kailangan less ang blow-bys, less ang drives. Because anytime that opponent, anytime they get to the rim, they force through. They're so unselfish that they're willing passers. Wala silang pinipiling pasa, whether it's a guard or a big man, because all of them, from their smalls to big, they have that skill set.
Here's Panganiban. Gamboa for three.
Ayan, tulad yan, yung poste ang tumira sa 3 points.
Buti na lang, nakaagaw dito ang Zamboanga. Here they come. Marcelino had to adjust. Got intimidated by the defense of Panganiban. Panganiban the other way. Coast to coast. Para kay Nico Panganiban.
Yun, walang intimidation yun on his part as he just slid by the defender. I believe that was Galianza, avoiding the charge and finishing at the rim. What a smooth layup. Galianza for 3. Talk about smooth.
Ganda ng sagot doon ni Bonga Lanza. Is slowly but surely coming into his own dito sa team ng Zamboanga. Mid-season pickup para sa kanila. Dexter Marquez. The swing to Panganiban. Iniwan ng bantay. Binigay kay Marquez. It's good.
And that's what we mean. Right there on the closeout, you see that's where the advantage happens. Kick out from the post to the other side. Close out on the drive. Creates a drop pass and an easy basket for Marquez.
Parang yun na talaga din ang tema eh. Either blow by na layup or drop pass.
Correct.
Kaya ang taas ng porsyento lagi ng San Juan eh.
Kaya isa sa mga measure of a good defensive player is not only playing good defense on the ball, yung mano-imano, but also closing out and containing players.
Yeah, 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. But, you know, actually, ang hirap lang din talaga dito sa San Juan kasi ang bibilis ng mga... Like Marquez, for example, i-close out mo yan. Ngayon, kaya ka nang iiwan yan.
Correct. So, you're forced to decide when you're closing out, either short or long. So, when you close out short, those wings, even the big men, have the ability to read and shoot the basketball when you close out short. Tulad ng tira niya, Subido, short on his shot. Congratulations, by the way, itong si Subido. May bagong career.
Launching his sportscasting career. Oh, Malonzo with a block on Mahari. Solis, yes.
Wow. Continues to play well for them. We mentioned him in the pregame, especially in that second quarter where they made their run. He had 6 points in the second quarter, had 8 points in the game.
Well, ganda niyan kasi ang haba ng kamay ni J-Boy Solis. Pang ano talaga eh. Rim protector eh. Tsaka ang lambot ng kamay pag tumira.
Former Parañaque Patriot.
Subido, the step back jumper. No. Marquez with the rebound. Panganiban, binigay kay AJ Miranda. Here's Gamboa. 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. There's a foul on Ray Publico.
Caught sleeping was the defense of Publico. Ball was on the strong side already. Instead of playing him 3/4, natawagan siya ng foul playing behind. This was the drive by Panganiban. Fearless.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Orlan Wamar checks in. Joey Barcuma also checking in. Para sa Zamboanga, Joseph Gabayni, John Mahari, J-Boy Solis, and Bonga Lanza. Ang 5. 23 ni Orlan Wamar.
Good pass.
Swings it over. Panganiban. No go. And Zach Wang.
Matatawagan ng foul, I believe, si J-Boy Solis.
Relentlessly pursuing the basketball, and that forces J-Boy Solis to give up the foul, and AC Soberano is in the ball game. Hindi pwedeng hindi close out to AC Soberano. Mahari able to anticipate the pass. Turnover. Zamboanga. Nakuha nila yung bola. Solis with another jumper. No bounce. Zach Wang secures the board quickly to Wamar. Wamar uses the Kalisaan pick. Orlan. Zach.
Wamar's open.
Soberano for 3. Nope. Galanza unable to keep Kalisaan off the glass.
Fresh legs for both teams, and clearly it's evident even in the half court, you like the scrambling defense even if they were in rotation. No, itong depensa ng Zamboanga. For a while there, Wamar was open in the corner, but then again, Soberano, his man, rotated. That allowed him to be open, and then Kalisaan on the second chance right now at the line, getting fouled. Lumaki ang balikat, no? Si Kalisaan.
Oo, magandang kondisyon ni Mike Kalisaan.
Oo. I don't remember him this big prior to the injury.
2 for 2 para kay Mike Kalisaan.
Lalong na-magnify tuloy yung tattoo niya sa inner shoulder niya, yung pakpak.
Oo. Here's Joseph Papa Ray Hugnatan.
The ageless. And the original, I would say, Machete. Before Chad Alonso.
Mahari. Medyo matulis ang kanyang tira doon. Zach Wang is ahead.
Good pass.
Soberano. Atake. AC Soberano.
And he's not going to get any credit for it, but Kalisaan, his seal right there, opened up the lane for that AC Soberano drive to the baseline.
Barkuma.
Alam mo, si Sen Jinggoy natawa rin of how our official number 15, ito si Michael Kinay, displayed that. That's it. Natawa siya. That's worth another look. Well, this one's worth another look too. Drive to the baseline, 2 got beat. You see the one underneath, yung pagpin ni Kalisaan sa tao. I wish we could see that.
Bumangga si Barkuma kaya
of how our official expressed that foul. Pati si Senator Jinggoy natawa.
Mahari turns the ball over. Wamar. Binigay kay Kalisaan, taking flight and fouled by J-Boy Solis. Iba naman ang yung binibigay sa yung skill set ni Orlan Wamar paglabas ni Agent Miranda parang
everybody eats.
Pero si and
he gives you scoring too.
Pero
a lot of similarities.
Ang remarkable dito how these two players na I think sobrang layo at the start of the season at the way they kung kailan sila ginagamit, and then all of a sudden ito pala yung formula na nahanap nila.
Right.
Na pinaka-potent sila.
Right.
Because Asian, you don't give up a lot of size when you have Asian because he can play up to the 3 spot. Dahil laking gwardiya
And that's why I think at times it's overrated to say when a good player comes off the bench, but he plays about 25 to 30 minutes. Because at the end of the day, Wamar is going to finish the game.
Tama. Terso had a really good game against Pasay. Misses the 3. Gabaini puts it in.
And I tell you, you talk about exhausting every inch of your energy. Yun ang ginawa ni Zachary Wang doon. When the ball was up in the air, he had his whole hip kay Gabaini. Pero yung timbang ni Gabaini, wala, hindi man lang natinag. Sakto ba, ang ganda ng bagsak ng bola. Kung nasan yung posisyon niya, gets the ball, stick back, foul, free throw pa.
Almost 8 points per ball game para kay Joseph Gabaini. Misses the foul shot.
He was big in the last game, also coming off the bench, playing 21 minutes. Only had 3 points, but had 11 boards and 2 steals.
Nathan launches the 3. It's good.
Now that could change. And I say that because that time the designated helper seems to me is etong si Joseph Gabaini. Let's see if they adjust of sending out another helper anytime somebody is on the post. Kalisaan, free lane.
Mike Kalisaan makes it a 21-13 game.
Well, how about the answers to Delphi San Juan after being down 6-0 in the first 2.5 minutes? Now they're up by 8 with basically a 21-7 run.
No. Zamboanga has been turning the ball over. Really careless pass there from Terso.
Their 5th one in the game.
Joseph Terso at the line. As we mentioned, had a really good game against the Pasay Voyagers. Ang numero ni Jola sa game na yon, it wasn't really more of his scoring, but it was his playmaking actually. He played 24 minutes in that game. Had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. So in the second half, I covered that game. Naging scorer na si Marcelino.
Right.
Because Terso was the one facilitating.
Right.
And in the first half kasi, JC was struggling to find a shot and siya yung nagbibigay ng pasa and facilitating as we go into this timeout with 5.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Reynel Hugnatan, Joey Barcuma in this matchup between San Juan and Zamboanga. Orlan Omar, the heart and soul of the Knights. He comes off the bench, and usually when he comes off the bench, good things happen for his team. Alas is open. Terzo gets it back. Alas, the extra pass. Barcuma. That's a good shot out of the timeout. Hindi na nakakonvert si Joey Barcuma. And at the end of the first quarter, it's a 6-point lead para dito sa San Juan Knights. Chasing win number 26 this season, AJ Miranda got the ball rolling with a couple of layups. Bongo Lanza also contributing para dito sa Zamboanga. Reynel Hugnatan, more than his defense and his experience, also can produce points para dito sa San Juan Knights. The end of the first quarter, 21-15. The end of the first quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. This fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin. O, isa na lang, ha?
Isa na lang.
So, fan of the game. Kaway-kaway.
Kamukha ni Andre,
I think she's a San Juan Knights fan.
Yeah. Akala ko courtside natin, eh. Kamukha ni Andre, eh.
Good evening sa mga courtside reporters
magandang
natin.
comparison yun, ha? Di ba? Binibining Pilipinas ba?
No, Miss World.
Miss World. Oh, ito ba? Di ba?
Orlan Omar, naagaw ni Barcuma. Joey Barcuma on the move. Leaves it to Kenneth Alas for the finish.
I love that finish by Kenneth Alas. Strong finish, 2 hands up top, and then lays it in, even if it was a late challenge by Zach Juan.
Omar, Soberano, basket, plus the foul. 4-point play opportunity coming right up para kay AC.
Now this is when you know shooters can shoot, Sidelf. Not only when they make the basket, but the manner of how they made it. You see how he steps back to the 3-point line?
Ray Allen-esque.
Right? I don't think people realize how hard it is to make a shot, you know, backpedaling. And Soberano, obviously, I think it's an understatement if we call it a good shooter. He's a great shooter at shooting it at 50%.
Yeah, we'll be right back for the result of this challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Call on the floor stays. Foul on number 18, Joseph Terzo. His first foul.
So challenge unsuccessful as clearly Terzo caught Soberano sa kamay.
Okay. So, kanina, sabi ko sa'yo before the game, mananalo QC. Pag di ba?
Oo.
Pag nanalo, Jollibee ka. Ngayon, si Kuya Ray, sabi niya, dadank daw siya. Okay? Pag hindi nakadank to, Jollibee ka ulit. Yan.
Bakit ako?
Eh, syempre,
Why is it?
doon tayo lagi sa may pera.
Why is the burden on me?
Siyempre, hindi burden yan kung may pera. Ikaw lagi kang may kwarta.
Ang problema dito, hindi naman ako ang coach na wala pang talo sa UAAP.
Hanip. Oh my God.
Diba? Joey Barcuma with a 3.
Tama. Kasi si Coach Topex, ganun din.
Wow, Barcuma's defensive pressure paying dividends there. Si Joey Barcuma lang ang i-blow out ko. Ganda ng depensa niya eh. Oh, that's a good-looking 3 by Joey Barcuma. Then yung hustle play after that. Ngayon, bola pa ng Zamboanga.
By the way, hindi nating sponsor, nabanggit natin 2 beses, hindi nating sponsor ang Jollibee, pero kung gusto nila pumasok, bakit hindi? Wala pa tayo. Nakita niyo yung mga boards natin, wala pa pagkain dyan.
Kaya nga eh. Terzo splitting the D. Barcuma, no?
Got away with a push, possibly. Chito Jaime, kakapasok lamang. Kalisaan, they get another chance at it. Shot clock 8. Ayan, offensive foul na yun. Malinaw na yun. Clear as day. Kahit na gabi na, mukhang i-review pa nila. Mukhang i-review pa nila.
Good job moving his feet there, Orlan Omar. Ganda ng depensa niya dun. Basang-basa niya kung anong gagawin ni Joey Barcuma as offensive foul lang ang tawag.
So I don't see anyone reviewing this, so I guess they're going to stick to the regular call, which I don't mind. I don't think there was enough. No, there was no. Usually, the measure for incidents like that is yung extension and yung impact.
No.
Kadalasan yun, nakikita ko lang yun sa highlights mo, yung ginagawa mo.
The extension of
yung extension.
Okay.
Extension.
Wow!
Bago makashoot.
Have you seen your photos? Have you seen your photos?
Not playing defense?
No. I have documentary evidence of that move.
Hoy, Roy Kayanan, tigil mo na yung pag-feed ng photos dito.
Of that move that you pulled off on me.
Pero ang ganda ng layup na yun, no? Para sa San Juan.
6-7 years ago. Mall of Asia Arena. Hindi ko makakalimutan yun. As Bongalanza draws the foul on AC Soberano. Nonin natin ang ating play of the game. Brought to you by Suzuki. Ganda ng play na to from the San Juan Knights.
Ganda ng backpick eh.
Orlan Omar.
That's why it's a big advantage anytime you have a stocky guard tulad ni Orlan Omar, because they could take the beating of giving back picks to big men.
And kasama natin si Megan Cabrera has a report.
Sidel, for Zamboanga, especially going up a team like San Juan, they are already treating this as the start of playoffs. Bongalanza shares, kahit nga raw sa training, ramdam na nila yung diferensya sa focus at energy, lalo na sa pagsunod sa sistema. But Bong, now one of the reliables of Zamboanga, interestingly started taking basketball seriously a little later on in high school. First sport niya nga raw ay billiards dahil may bilyaran sila sa bahay. Katuwaan lang na nagbabasketball dahil siyang pinakamatangkad nung elementary sila. Pero nung nag-varsity na, nagtuloy-tuloy na hanggang dito. So Delphin Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Megan. So interesting tidbit there on Bongalanza. Kaya pala mag-shooter.
Sniper, no?
Sniper kasi magaling magbilyar.
Oo, hindi tulad natin. Lakas tira, lakas cham.
Hey.
May tinatago. May tinatago.
I used to play billiards too, you know.
Hanggang anong year ng college ka? Ano tapos mo? malamang short ka by a year. No?
Wag akong kasi marami akong memory sa ganyan. Pleasant and not so pleasant. Here's Gabaini inside. Nice. Back shot.
Oh, sayang. Ang ganda, no? That mini ball screen action, two-man game between Galianza and Gabaini. His roll to the basket on little space. Uses the glass. Lumabas lamang, sayang. Pero sa kanila pa rin naman yung possession.
No. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing from the two teams because I see some variations at the way they attack ang mga depensa. Kasi may mga plays ngayon na yung Zamboanga that they don't usually run. Pangdagdag ba sa playoffs?
So usually, coaches would add as the season goes. Subito for 3. He's continued to struggle mightily. He is 0-4 after that shot.
Wamar, the drop pass to Calisan, fouled by Subido.
Sometimes you just gotta pick your poison. And you could say, well, dapat nilapitan para hindi nakadrive. Or sorry, dapat you should have sagged off para hindi na iwanan. The thing is with Wamar, he's so good of shooting off the dribble too. Something that he has developed through the years.
Yeah, Republica returns. A much slower second quarter here as the fouls have piled up earlier.
Former San Sebastian Stag, Michael Calisaan. Misses the first free throw.
So we're putting out interesting information here with these two teams.
Ano yan?
San Juan has not won against Zamboanga in the regular season since the Lacan season.
Tagal na nun ah.
Yes.
Before the pandemic pa yun.
Yes.
Oh. So it's been what, 5 years?
Yes. Wow.
Interesting. Ako, ang tanong ko,
For all of
sa tingin ko, alam ng San Juan yan.
for all of San Juan's, firepower and the winning tradition,
Right.
hindi pala sila nanalo sa Zamboanga na matagal na.
Chink in the armor. Maybe.
And this Zamboanga team has undergone a few changes as well. Overhaul.
Overhauls.
And
From a coaching point, staff, and also players.
here, Orlan Wamar drives, labas kay Galinato. 3 seconds. And Hugnatan has to put it up. They almost made a shot. Calisan against Publico. The kick out to Denison.
Short.
Good box out there by Marcelino. Ahead to Subido. Renzo Subido dumaan sa gitna, trying to find Publico. Play broken up. It will stay with Zamboanga.
I love how seeing assistant coach Ron J. Enrile teaching the former MVP JC Marcelino to step back. He knows a thing or two, obviously. Former MVP himself in the juniors division. No, tama. Ito si Ron J. Enrile. Good
Nice pass. Gabaini.
How about the defense?
Nag-part
Man. Defense. One of the few times you see San Juan breaking down defensively. Nobody there to help.
28-24. Orlan Wamar. Binigay kay Hugnatan. Ang ganda sana ng weight doon ng pasa.
No, I thought he got away though. Ito si Hugnatan to make himself open for that pass. Coach Louie nagreklamo. Pero nakastop naman sila. Galeanza for 3. Short.
Galinato. Quickly to Wamar. Oh, what a pass. To Calisan for 2.
He looked to Denison on his left. Calisan right there, the recipient of his right. Easy 2 for Calisan, who continues to play very well. 11 points already for him. Only his second game back after missing so many games.
Publico, that's short. Kasi Orlan Wamar, parang ang taas ng percentage niya when yung decision niya sa bola, no? Na 80-90% he gets it right all the time.
Right.
30-24. Wamar. Again, the nice pass to Marquez. Creating that situation para sa kanyang kupunan.
But the thing is, how they executed that screens, going away from the strong side to the weak side, and then Womar got another screen from the same side. And then you expecting the defense to shift. Ang ganda ng decision niya para sa pasa. Maikes at the line.
Free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances ng subok at kompleto ang appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 31-24. Dexter Maikes, 11 points and 8 boards. In this season, meron na siyang 4 na puntos sa laro natin. Kent Villapando ang pinasok dito ni Coach Senator Jingoy Estrada. 32-24. Publico. Hindi kay Galanza. Here's Barcuma. Joey. Kay Publico. Galanza. Publico, jumper. That won't go. Rebound ni Galinato. John Galinato.
Nice.
Jumper. That rattles out. Maikes. Naagaw ni Galanza. Subido. Barcuma.
Excellent transition defense by San Juan. And they get the stop. Ganong kalaking bagay. When you go down on defense, you prevent the team from scoring in transition. And then your half-court defense is set up.
Yeah.
Even after a turnover. So the good teams, they make turnovers, but sometimes they don't get back. San Juan has been consistent. Even after turnovers, they sprint back. That's the reason why they only have 1 loss. Doon sa win-loss record nila. Womar.
Too strong on that jumper. Orlan Womar. Nakuha ni Bong Galanza ang bola. Here's Subido.
One of many reasons, I believe.
Galanza. Nakakita ng puwang sa depensa and he knocks down the 3.
That's just a beautiful stroke, no? Yung touch nitong si Galanza. And he gets into double figures after that shot with 10. Nice sidestep move by John Galinato.
And Galinato is fouled. Let's watch this 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Off the dribble there, Bong Galanza knocking down the 3 ball. John Galinato nasa linya para sa San Juan Knights. 6 to first. (33-27). Former NU Bulldog, John Galinato, 2 for 2. Gabaini goes back to the bench. Pinasok na si Adi Santos ni Coach Louie Alas. Sinabayan ni Publico. Oh, nabitawan ni Barcuma. He slipped. And that's last touch on Barcuma.
Challenge.
Oh, but ano na eh, it looked like it was last touch on Barcuma and Galinato and Mahari.
Getting to know each other moment. Parang pumatay ng lamok. Narinig ko rito yung tunog.
Marvin Taiwan has a little under 3 minutes left for him to make an impression in this ball game.
Asa na yan? Ilang beses na natin nakita. Minsan second half na nga siya pinapasok. Still able to have an impact sa laro.
Maikes gets away and puts it in for 2. I tell you, itong San Juan Day, makina talaga itong team na to.
Right. Sometimes in basketball, sounds cliche, it's just who wants it more in that situation. Even after the almost turnover by San Juan, Maikes alert on the play on the loose ball, recovers, and gets rewarded with a 3-point play.
27-37. Double-digit lead. That's the biggest of the ball game for either team. Mahari. Binigay kay Galanza. Bong. Now with Mahari. Back to Bong Galanza. Binabatay ni Denison.
That's a foul.
It's a foul.
Only the second team foul of San Juan Sedelf. And I say that with emphasis because it amazes me how San Juan can defend and score, and yet Zamboanga pa ang penalty.
Ng klase din itong disiplina nitong San Juan. Marcelino. JC Marcelino. Galanza. Three-pointer. It's a foul on Galinato, right. And it could mean that yung bola mananatili dito sa Zamboanga.
Right. Possession ulit yan, hindi free throws. Tama ba?
Yeah.
I remember. This happened to Fortea in the last game.
Pedrito Bonga Lanza already with 13 points in the ball game.
Love his name. Pilipino.
Kaya.
Ikaw ba, ano ka? Si Delfino, Adriatico,
do not, that's...
Bormeo.
No. Cesar Delfin ako dapat.
Dapat? Bakit
hindi,
dapat? So hindi?
Hindi. Si Delfin talaga.
Pero parang bagay sa'yo.
Bagay.
Can you say it again? Cesar Delfin?
Oo.
Cesar Delfin?
Oo.
Boss Cesar.
Tatay ko yun.
Okay. Junior ka dapat.
Hindi. Lolo tsaka tatay.
Okay.
Oh, libre si Publico. Good close-up by Malonzo, but it was too late.
Ganda ng jumper. Did I mention to you? Ako nga, Cristiano Ronaldo dapat ako.
Huwag ako. 37-32. Oh, steal by Marcelino.
Careless pass by Galinato.
JC layup fouled by Malonzo.
Did you see how he slithered his body to get that small space, that little space on the left side, and almost completed that play like a ballerina? I tell you, he makes his shots look awkward, but pag siyang gumagawa, and especially when he makes them, it doesn't look like awkward.
By the way, that's Kyla, the wife of JC Marcelino. They got married August 28, 2024. Mabuhay ang bagong kasal.
Congrats!
Si Tita Dina Heisenhart also flew in from San Francisco yesterday.
Yeah, what a wonderful blessing. Marriage is the grace of life, as God says in His Word.
And they complete the stop. Zamboanga. Galanza. Inside, Mahari. Nowhere to go.
Haba pa oras.
Mahari. Atake. Oh, nabitawan ni Mahari.
That's a foul.
Penalty na.
This is when you know that you're going up against a great defensive team. That offense was in a scramble. And then ball ended up with Marcelino, but you see how they stuck to their schemes. They forced Marcelino to give up the basketball. And sometimes the good defensive teams, makakalimutan yung mga ganun detalye. So what happens in a great player, a former MVP like Marcelino, usually he would make something happen. But not that time, because they were on point defensively, even though the defense was in a scramble.
Nahirap kaya mag-isip sa sitwasyon na yun.
Hindi madali. That's the challenge of playing this game, yung attention to detail na tinatawag. Habang pagod ka with all the emotions, with all the physicality, when everything's happening inside, yung multitasking sa loob, rotation, whatever, and remembering those details on ball screens, on a certain player, napakalaking bagay.
And hindi pa nga ganun karami yung crowd natin dito. Hindi pa ganun kaingay. Alas. Go back to Marcelino.
Ayan na naman, yung hard show.
JC.
Forces the tough shot right there.
San Juan getting the stop, 39-33. They can go for a 2-for-1 here. Galinato, left-handed scoop, won't go. Maikes. Wala pa rin. And rebound nakuha ni Publico, and there's a foul on Malonzo.
That's a poor foul. And it's quickly to acknowledge what a poor foul that was, because there was no advantage clear there. There's no advantage anytime you foul 94, 95 feet, especially when you're in the penalty.
Yung Publico nasa linya ngayon. JV Marcelino and Jason Apolonio and Robbie Naive there.
Both players, first time to check in here in the dying seconds of the second quarter. These are important seconds for Zamboanga. They have a chance to trim down the lead. Obviously, with these free throws, they get a stop. They're going to have first possession to start the third quarter. Something you can build on to start the third.
Ray Publico, 6 points and 4 rebounds. AC Soberano has returned to the contest in place of Galinato. So Villapando, Taiwan, Soberano, Maikes, and Zach Wong ang 5 for the Knights. Taiwan trying to get past Joey Barcuma, Ray Publico, John Mahari, Chito Jaime, and Kenneth Alas completing the 5 for Zamboanga. Taiwan, 5 seconds. Taiwan with the runner. Publico with the rebound. 3 seconds remaining. Barcuma. The runner, no.
Almost, but not quite.
A good second quarter finish para dito sa Zamboanga.
Right.
They were down by 10.
Right, shift of momentum, slight shift of momentum. And let's see if that will have bearing for the first few possessions of the third. But what has bearing in this game is the play of this guy, Michael Calisan, best player in the last game, his first game back the last game, second game tonight. Like I said, parang hindi nawala. Walang pinapagpag, kumbaga.
Yeah, and absolutely. Michael Calisan, first night to be in double digits. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Still here at the half of Zamboanga versus San Juan at kasama natin ngayon ng Zamboanga assistant coach, Coach Ron J. Enrile. Coach Ron J., alam naman natin medyo slow start for Zamboanga but little by little nakukuha na ng Zamboanga ang kanilang groove. Ano sa tingin mo yung kulang pa at kailangan na nilang magawa sa second half?
I think kailangan pa namin mas maging agresibo and ma-execute namin yung game plan na ginawa namin against San Juan kasi medyo mabigat din naman talaga kalaban yung San Juan.
And when it comes to having a team as competitive as Zamboanga, I'm sure maraming mga nakasuporta sa inyo. So kung meron kang gusto mga batiin at pasalamatan, here's your chance, Coach.
Siyempre, binabati namin yung unang-una nagpapasalamat kami sa Universal Canning Inc., ang makers na Master Sardines, Atami Sardines, Mikado Sardines, Family Brand Sardines, yung sponsor namin, Patrick Sportswear, yung mga boss namin na patuloy ang suporta, Ma'am Anita Cao and Boss TV Cao. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Sa mga Sambuangueño na lagi nakasubaybay, magkikita na tayo, malapit na, darating na ang Masters dyan. And binabati ko rin yung family ko, yung mga anak ko, Nisha, Risha, Brisha, to my wife and yung family, yung mga kaibigan ko na nanonood ngayon, at sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa MPBL, especially mga tao ngayon dito sa Binyan. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Coach. Looking forward to the second half. More action when we return.
Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, where the San Juan Knights are on top by 4 against the Zamboanga Master Sardines. And San Juan led by as many as 10 points. Zamboanga finishing strong in that second period. And San Juan, even though hindi pa nakascore si Orlan Wamar, they are ahead. But they've also shut down on the other side. Ito si JC Marcelino, who's been held to just a single point in this ballgame.
Right, but he is a +8 though, talking about Orlan Wamar. And we talked about San Juan's depth repeatedly all throughout the season. This is one proof of the living proof of it. Arguably your best player in Orlan Wamar, scoreless, and yet you're still playing with fluid now. It's only a 4-point game. Except for the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, that first 18 minutes and the first 3 minutes of the first quarter. What I mean to say is that half was San Juan's half. And it's a good thing that Zamboanga ended the way they did. Bongo Galianza, obviously, without his 13 points, this would be a double-digit lead for San Juan. And I think what's crucial in this game that could dictate the outcome of it is the first 5 possessions for Zamboanga. If Zamboanga can execute the way they did the first 3 and 4 possessions, which they started 6-0, they'll be in good shape to get this win. But San Juan, though, you cannot count them out, even though Zamboanga does that. Because how many times have we seen someone come with an answer, in response to those type of, whether it's a run or a simple execution in the half court.
And JC Marcelino, expect him to be more of a scorer here in the second half. Kasi ito rin yung naging trend niya in the last game. Struggling with his shots. He became a bit more of a facilitator in the first half, and then all of a sudden,
on cue.
Ginawa niya kaagad.
Yeah, and that was a surprise to me defensively for San Juan. We touched on this in the first half. They were almost blitzing him on ball screens. That time, the first ball screen in the third quarter, they sagged off of him as he used that top ball screen, or drop rather, yung kanilang depensa. Kaya derecho, papunta pa ng kaliwa. Ito si Marcelino. They get a stop. And this is what we talked about. They have a chance to either tie the game or maybe take the lead in this possession.
Galanza against Wamar. Forced that one. The Solis inside, and they draw the foul.
Right. I thought Galianza was fouled, though, on that mini drive to post action set by Galianza. Wamar got away with one. No call. Good thing Solis was there to clean that up. That's the thing with the challenge.
Yeah. Kung wala na.
You cannot challenge a no call.
Yeah.
But on the other end, because pag walang pito, ibig sabihin walang decision eh.
Yeah.
Because when you blow the whistle, it means there's a decision. But at times, and this is the other coin of it, Sedelf, as a turnover forced by Zamboanga, sometimes a no call is also a decision.
Yeah, of course.
It could be it can be a decision. But then, that's debatable.
Ito na Zamboanga ngayon with 10 seconds sa shot clock nila. Marcelino. Miranda nakabantay. Good defense by AJ Miranda.
Ito na yung sinasabi mo kanina, start ng laro.
Sabay na sila.
Sabay na sila. Wamar and Miranda.
Hugnatan could not convert on the tip-in. Rebound nakuha ni J-Boy Solis. Marcelino spins. There's a foul on Reynal Hognatan.
Just like how you expected it, Sadaf, more aggressive of looking and creating for his shots is Marcelino to start this quarter.
Yeah, JC Marcelino only with a single point in the first half. He scores in the first possession, but he misses the first free throw there. Let's go to Megan Cabrera.
Sidelf, it was a very detailed Zamboanga huddle from Coach Louis Alas, pointing out the tendencies from both teams and what they can do to work around them. So everything was very strategic and planned. And one thing he pointed out was their turnovers versus the fast break points and points from turnovers of the San Juan Knights, resulting to 26 points going the way of the Knights. Bilin ni Coach Louis sa second half, sabayan ang takbo ng San Juan and try to make a stop, then try to score. But no matter what, ayaw ni Coach ng forced shots. Sidelf and Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Megan. So clearly, one glaring stat na nakita ni Coach Louis, the points from turnovers, the fast break points, a combined 26
Right.
for the Knights. And
that's a lot. That's a lot. But you know, the points of turnovers, dyan din galing yung fast break points eh. So, it's not a different stat because yung fast break mo pwede rin mapunta rin sa points of turnovers. Because sometimes fast breaks can come off defensive rebounds and then quick attacks on the other end. But I don't have any problem of him saying that in halftime because obviously 26 sounds a lot.
26 of 39 of the 39 points.
26 of the 39, right? Kumbaga, what you're trying to impose there is to have a sense of urgency coming into the second half, which so far, etong Zamboanga has responded.
Minus their free throw shooting, of course. Mintis na si JC at si Bonga Lanza. Kasi kung i-compare mo rin sa kanila kasi, Christian, it's 5 points from turnovers and 3 fast break points. Right, so parang overwhelming advantage.
Correct. But and yet, they were only down by 4 at the half. And don't look now, they're up by 1.
Panganiban.
Good reject.
Panganiban trying to find Calisan, and Marcelino comes away with a steal. Good and points. JC banks it in for 2. 42-39. 7-0 run to start the third quarter. Para dito sa Zamboanga Master Sardines. Calisan looking for a teammate. Labas kay Miranda. Binabatayan ni Mahari. Agem looking for a way through. Miranda swings it over to Hognatan. That's a corner 3. It's good. And we're tied at 42.
What a big shot that was. How about the drive by Agem on the kick out by Calisan? There was really no advantage created until that drive by Miranda and a slight opening for that shot on a contested one by Reynal.
Mahari. J-Boy Solis, the mid-range jumper. That won't go. Wamar. Hognatan, the extra pass to Panganiban. And they can just flip the switch really quick itong San Juan Knights.
Right, and Marcelino down on the floor, holding on to his belly. And because they are at the offensive possession, the officials can stop the play every time a player is down.
Mahari also holding on to his left hamstring.
Now,
si
parang mas okay pa yung kay yung kay Marcelino. At least yun, that looks to be a sting. Kung tinamaan man siya sa stomach, no? Pero yung paghawak sa hamstring, yan ang hindi maganda. As he was limping, heading towards their bench.
Well, Galanza was asking to be sub. No, nung tumatakbo sa kabila itong San Juan Knights. And Mahari limping. And if you get a good look at him here, get a good shot of John Mahari. That's far right of your screen. Bunalik na siya sa bench. And Marcelino also gets a rest. Binalik na si Renzo Sobido, Joseph Terzo, Kenneth Alas, and Andy Santos. J-Boy Solis is the only remaining player from that original 5 to start the second half for Zamboanga. Adi Santos. Binalik kay Subido. Solis with a jumper. No. Panganiban with a rebound. Here come the Knights. Nico Panganiban.
That took him 5 seconds to go court to court.
Or less.
After he got that rebound.
This fast break of the game is brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Ganda ng pasa ni Papa Ray doon.
Sinundan pa na magandang coast to coast. Ginawang slalom. Yung 9 people on the court. Pati mga kakampi niya, ginawa niyang cones eh.
Tama. And San Juan quickly restoring order here.
After being down for a while.
Down by 3. And the response is a 7-0 run.
Right.
In just a minute and a half. 46-42. They blitz Subido. There it goes to Terzo. Adi Santos now, medyo masikip.
I wouldn't sleep on Subido.
Subido for 3. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I saw it coming seconds away, because anytime the ball goes away from you, a scorer always finds a way to go to the ball again.
Lalapit at lalapit.
Lalapit eh.
Hugnatan launches a 3. The push on Adi Santos.
And to your point earlier in the first half, just like San Juan, wherein they have that 2-guard combi, the luxury, Zamboanga ganun din. Terzo, Subido, Marcelino. Pwede mong iikot yung tatlong yun as their 2-guard combo. 2 of 3 of them inside, and now Subido and Terzo inside. Let's see if that 3-pointer could ignite some sort of a spark. But a lapse on the defensive end. Another back screen set. And this time from wing to the baseline.
Orlan Wamar na naman.
Oo, Orlan Wamar na naman.
Hindi lalabas sa stat sheet yun, ha? Sa kay Orlan Wamar. That will not be credited as an assist to him. His pick is equally important sa pag-develop ng play na yun as we check out this play of the game, brought to you by Suzuki. So Nathan with another assist to Kalisan.
Point forward, I tell you. He was our point guard 17 years ago.
Kalisan and Orlan Wamar. 15 puntos na para kay Mike Kalisan, but Orlan Wamar, that's assist number 6 para sa kanya.
Turnover forced by San Juan. Alam mo ba kung sino yung isa pang point guard namin nun?
Sino?
Si Jacob Cortez. Hindi si Mike, ha?
Si Mike Cortez, eh. Let's watch this. A change of pace.
Ganda ng drop pass, no?
Drop and finish. Galing kay Kalisan. Offensive foul on Panganiban.
Parang si Dandalet din yan, eh. Si Jacob, binubuhat ko lang dati. Ngayon, sila na ang pwedeng bumuhat sa akin.
Ngayon.
Lalo na si Eco Laure.
Ay, oo.
Mas malaki na sa akin ngayon.
Oo. And next year, problema mo na rin si Jacob.
Oo, naku po.
50 to 45.
Alam mo, since magaling ka na rin mag-predict, sana mag-predict mo rin kami.
Talaga? Gusto mong i-predict ko? Champion.
Yeah.
4:25 remaining, and San Juan taking Zamboanga's best punches here in the third and responding with a few of their own. Lamang sila ng 5.
Pero kung alam ko hindi mo mapipredict itong season na to sa MPBL.
Mahirap.
Ang daming mabigat na team eh.
Mahirap.
Yung North lang ang bigat ng i-predict eh.
Mahirap. Alam mo, kahit syempre matagal na tayo nagko-cover dito, pero mahirap pa rin eh. As Joseph Gabayni puts it in for 2 and able to get Good position underneath.
Feeling ko pa nag-predict ka, it's like throwing yourself under the bus.
Well, you will not hear the end of it.
Oh.
You're never gonna hear the end of it. Panganiban, able to release the basketball to Hugnatan. Malonzo.
What a recovery. Now, they're gonna end up on the baseline, 5 seconds left remaining. But they were willing to double almost near half court, which means yung recovery napakalalim. Si Kalisa nasa ilalim, Subido right there deflects the pass. Now it forces itong out of bounds underplay for San Juan. Let's see what they have.
Panganiban.
Charge.
This is where Jolas Terzo is at his best. The veteran smarts.
Oh. Medyo yung dating niya parang Kyle Lowry, you know. May shooting, sabay sa depensa, magaling sumalo ng charging.
So Terzo, ang dadala ng bola ngayon sa Zamboanga. 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. So one possession game.
Spain action.
Subido. They go down low to Gabayni. Tapik ni Dexter Marquez. 5 seconds sa shot clock ng Zamboanga. Nalibre si Adi Santos. Oh.
What a play. That's a little ghost screen off the inbound. Adi Santos. The screening for the wing. Pero ito nalibre ngayon. Caught sleeping on defense. It's Joseph Gabayni. Something that coaches, let's just put it this way, are not happy. And I'm being kind.
Napatayo si Coach Louie.
Yeah, off a made basket kasi. Ang ganda pa naman nung basket nila. Momentum killer kasi yung mga ganyan.
Yeah. And Dexter already with 9 points and 3 rebounds. Facing his former team. Malonzo with the offensive rebound. Mike Malonzo. The push shot, no good. Marquez! Back-to-back baskets. Para kay Dexter Marquez.
So, the first play, insulto. Caught sleeping on defense. And then a score. And because of the missed free throw, 2 extra chances. This time it's injury. Adding insult to injury, that lapse defensively by Zamboanga after a made basket on the other end.
55-49 after Dexter completes the 3-point play. Under 3 minutes remaining.
And because of one play, just like that, 6-point lead.
Alas inside, Gabayni shoots over Kalisaan. Sabi ni Gabayni.
Ganda ng bawi. Ganda ng bawi. Because of this basket, this buys him an extra 2 minutes on the floor.
Dalawahan ako dun sa kabila eh.
So ito, ang ganda ng bawi mo. Let's see. Well, let's see muna kung makumpleto niya yung 3-point play. Not the same rebounding output so far that he had in the last game. He had 12 in the last game, only 2 so far. It does have 9 points after scoring only 3 in the last game.
55-52. Orlan Omar nagdadala ng bola. Hindi na siya nagpahinga dito sa third quarter natin. So si Orlan Omar, he gets it back. Marquez, nabitawan ng bola. Wild shot. Ang tapik ends up with Terzo. Look at Dexter Marquez get back defensively. And Alas is down on the floor on the other end. Referee calling an injury timeout. Tita Lisa Alas and Kiefer Alas there. Always present, supporting Kenneth and Coach Louie.
Oo. Sana hanggang dito lang. Huwag na sa UAAP. Malaking bagay mga suporta ng pamilya.
Ayun, na
Tatamaan.
nabagsak. Nabagsak si alanganin ng bagsak niya dito.
Nauna ang likod.
Oo.
Good thing though, hindi nag-whiplash yung kanyang ulo.
Kasi he was very vulnerable dun sa pagbagsak niya. Ito, ano rin to? Nung nagsisimula ako ng...
Ay, grabe yan.
Ano lang ito, hinahawakan. Binibit-bit din namin to.
Nakita ko yan.
Ng mga sports. Pinagpapasapasahan pa to.
I remember the first time I saw him.
Keeper.
Yeah, the first time I saw him, that was year 2016. And the first thing that I said to Junjun, his brother, yung big brother nila that time.
Oh, Christopher Alas. Nanonood din lagi yan.
Sabi ko, kapatid mo yan? Sabi ko sa kanya, ang galing ah. Sabi ko, at that time, I think he was, do the math, -7. He's about 19, 18 now.
Yeah,
so he
18.
was 11 that time.
Ang galing na noon.
He was doing a wonderful pull-up, just like any other college player. Swak lahat. That's why that year also he was recruited to play sa LaSalle Green Hills.
Zobel ba o Green Hills?
Zobel rather. Zobel. Yeah.
Gabaini inside. And,
Nice. Good pass on the high-low by Santos. I like how Zamboanga, even though with these mini runs ng San Juan here, they're just hanging in there.
And eto si Joseph Gabaini. He's been, his playing time has been,
Reduced
up and down. And, still trying to find his way dito sa kay Coach Louie. And he helped win them the game against Abra in Quezon.
Right.
In overtime.
And if you remember, and you can correct me on this, he used to play for Bulacan, right?
Yeah.
Bulacan. Wherein he would put up big numbers.
Double-double.
Diba? At least 25, 30 minutes, double-double. That's the challenge when you enter a contending team, a consistent playoff team like Zamboanga. For the other players listening out there, especially those guys in the non-playoff teams, because usually ito yung trend as you see a turnover forced by Zamboanga on San Juan. There's a lot of players right now, doon sa mga hindi pumasok sa playoffs. Next year, for sure, we're gonna see them in the contending teams. That's what contending teams do. Nagdadagdag sila of players who think that would help them win a championship or get them over the hump. But the challenge is, once na pumasok ka sa mga teams na tulad ng Zamboanga, pumasok si Gabaini, the challenge now is how you would fit in that team with the other star players and the other role players who play stars, who play like a star in their roles. Kasi sa Bulacan, he was the man.
Oo.
Diba?
Bigay agad ang bola sa kanya. Pag lahat revolved around him.
And then, naalala ko, before the trading deadline, maraming kumukuha na team sa kanya. Ito, i-review yung play against Wamar. Tinamaan ata sa mukha. Oh, they're gonna call this. And I think this is going to be upgraded.
Yeah.
Not sportsman like to.
Because it looked like the foul was before. Parang extra na lang yung kay Chito Jaime.
Ang mabigat doon, hindi lang yung arm mismo ni Adi Santos ang tumama sa mukha, parang yung elbow pa, umabot pa yung elbow sa mukha niya.
That was Chito Jaime.
Oh, Chito Jaime rather.
Uh, 55-53, minute and 22 remaining in the third quarter. So,
I would be surprised if this is not an unsportsmanlike foul.
well, they have to make a decision here, our officiating crew.
And I think Zamboanga is expecting that as well.
Referee Michael Kinay has approached Miguel Perey.
Zamboanga. Yeah, I can see them.
Upon review, unsportsmanlike foul on number 28, Chito Jaime's first foul.
There's a lack of...
You follow through. I don't think it was intentional.
Yeah.
Because you could see he was going for the block. But the follow through,
And above the shoulder contact.
Oh, and obviously Coach Louis and his staff contesting that. But I think this is the correct call.
So they tee up.
Technical foul on
Coach Louis as well.
Master Sardines head coach Louis Alas for unsportsmanlike behavior, second infraction.
It's for his second infraction of unsportsmanlike behavior. You see Soberano able to knock that one down. So Orlan Omar has 2 free throws, and the ball will also stay with
this could be
San Juan.
If San Juan wins this, and especially if they go on a run in this quarter with 1:22 remaining and the start of the fourth, we could go back to this moment because they will have first possession to start the fourth. So they get 3 points off the free throw.
And the way this game has panned out, na medyo mahirap kumuha ng baskets dito.
Oh, low scoring to.
Yeah.
I believe San Juan is a 90-point scoring team.
Yes, that's true. This is a Zamboanga type of game.
Correct.
Wamar.
That's another foul. So they're getting 5 points potentially in seconds, really.
Orlan Omar is at the line again. He had that big week 3 weeks ago kung saan pinangunahan niya yung panalo against South Cotabato, and then a few days later once again led the way against the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Cooled off a bit against Parañaque. We all know, he is the unquestioned leader of the San Juan team, and now the Knights are up by 7, converting 5 free throws in that those few seconds there.
Foul off the ball, I believe, on Malonzo.
Yeah, that will be number 3 on Mike.
Wamar thought it was him crushing the basketball. Not a good foul, obviously. Those type of fouls, when you're in the penalty, especially how they got the 5 points, those are small momentum breakers. Now, it's not as pretty as a layup, a fast break, or a dunk. Stops the clock. Arguably the easiest way to score at the line, although a lot of players struggle with it.
And 0 for 2. But Chito Jaime able to secure the offensive rebound. JC Marcelino wants a clear out against Soberano. JC turnaround shot, no good. The Knights can extend the lead, 60-53, and again a foul whistled on Zamboanga. And kung momentum killer ang ganong klaseng play kanina na hindi na-convert, ito naman, momentum builder. Going into the fourth quarter.
Correct.
Zamboanga understanding the urgency of the situation here. They call a timeout. 60-53, 39.3 seconds remaining in the third. This Fan of the Game is brought to you by Jinky Skin. Fans of the game, by the way. That's JC Marcelino's wife, Kayla, and Tita Dina Heisenhart from San Francisco, Bay Area.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And also a quick shout out to Maki Baterzal. Happy birthday.
Hey. Happy birthday.
Yes. How'd you like my greeting, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Zach Juan nasa linya. Oh, he misses the first.
Well, this is San Juan's 19th and 20th free throw set up there are 16 for 19.
Yeah, that's a really
16 for 20.
0 for 2.
I love the reaction by Senator Jinggoy. Put his two hands on his head.
Jaime. This is Barkuma. Andy Santos. Gabi yung labanan sa pwesto sa ilalim.
Oh.
Maikes against Gabayni. 2 seconds in the shot clock. Marcelino.
I don't think it hit the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be a way para dito sa Zamboanga when the entry pass is not available there. Parang masyado nilang diniin at hinintay na may mangyari dun.
It's a high-low action.
Oo. AJ Miranda. 5 seconds. Miranda. Soberano for 3. It's good!
Mabigat yun. Mabigat yun. That's the momentum that we talked about. Now, Zamboanga had the same momentum to end the second quarter, and they started out well to start the third. But this is different. This is the third quarter. They had 5 straight points in that one play after the unsportsmanlike foul. They get a stop, and then after that free throw, now they're up by 10. First possession pa sila sa fourth.
Highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. And as we mentioned, it was a battle of mini runs dito sa ating third quarter. Zamboanga got in first and then magsumagot ang San Juan. And then, when Zamboanga closed in to 3 points, that's when the
unsportsmanlike
foul happened.
Could be a turning point.
Right now, up by 10. Itong San Juan Knights after the triple galing kay AC Soberano to close out the third quarter. The third quarter scores brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. JC Marcelino and Orlan Wamar Jr. Ang kanilang mga numero, 6 points para kay JC. Struggled with 2 of 8 shooting, 5 assists though para kay Marcelino. Orlan Wamar naman, 4 points, has yet to hit a field goal. Pero may 4 rebounds and 7 assists. But why? Pag lagi natin fini-feature sa player matchup,
the numbers are not that impressive. But he has the third highest, if it's any consolation, the third highest plus minus on the team. Itong si Orlan Wamar. And a big part of that is the 7 assists. And it seems like when he's inside, they're in complete control.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Wong. The push shot from Zach. No good. Rebounding Gabayni.
I thought he had a 2-on-1 right there. He didn't need to use his body. A simple bounce pass to Mike Guess would have done. What a big stop and a big shot by the guy who just checked in. First time to see action, Tancinco.
Yeah.
Talk about no need for warm-ups. No need to sweat. You look at the quarter scoring. That last part, 24
18.
to 18. A big reason kung bakit 10-point lead itong San Juan. Turnover, San Juan. This is going to be Zamboanga ball. What a response to start the fourth.
Well, you see the records, okay, Coach Christian. You see the records of the top teams in the north and the top teams of the south. It's 20-6 para dito sa Zamboanga and Quezon, and San Juan and Pampanga, combining for just 3 losses so far this season. But Zamboanga, when they play the top teams, they lost to Pampanga only by 3 points, and then ngayon, medyo maganda rin yung dikdikan din tong laban na to.
Right.
As we will be right back for the result of the challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge para kay Coach Senator Jingoy Estrada of the San Juan Knights. It was clearly last touch ni Arvin Gamboa. Kumama sa tuhod.
Last touch or last kicked
Parang ganun na nga.
in that situation.
10-5 to inbound. For JC Marcelino. 5 seconds sa shot clock. Marcelino. So makawala kay Soberano. No good on the layup. Tapikan ng bola. It's with Gamboa. The Knights off and running to the corner. Soberano. Good closeout by Barcuma. Balik kay Gamboa. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Miranda on the move, 10 seconds. He stepped on the line. AC Soberano.
And that's because of the closeout that you just pointed out. Barguna, the best way to defend a shooter is not to contest the shot, but to take away the shot. That's what he did right there. And because of that, eventually when the ball found him once again in that corner, they were forced into a unforced turnover with him stepping out of bounds. So good job by Barguna on guarding Soberano.
Jaime, the extra pass. Tossi for 3. Nope. Iba ni Gabayni. Labas kay Chito Jaime.
Ganun din.
He also stepped on the line. Pero libre si Tansinko dun sa ilalim.
Ito yung mga ayaw mong, if you could do it that way, I could do it better. Pero hindi, ayaw mo yung ganun.
Meanwhile, Megan Cabrera has a report.
Si Delph Coach Louie Alas going into the fourth reminds his team na may oras pa, and in the remaining minutes, bawal silang maratel. So in the final frame, it's all about continuing all the right things they've done so far and rebuilding. And an injury update on Kenneth Alas, who landed on his lower back a while ago. He's back on his feet, but is still in a considerable amount of pain. So he has suffered from back spasms before, so right now his movement is still limited. Malabo nga raw na makabalik pa sa laro. Si Delph and Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Megan. So an update on Kenneth.
Well, it's good to see him at least sitting down. Sometimes hard falls like that, even yung pag-upo, mahirap. And trust me, I know this. That's been a nagging injury of mine since high school. And sometimes, pwede siyang recurring.
Yeah. So Arvin Gamboa, nasa linya ngayon.
Short, pero gets the bounce. Shooter's bounce.
Now only, one of the rare times Tansinko has been given playing time. Parang, kasi, pwede siya sa matchup dito. Sa laki ng ng mga yung front court ng San Juan, no? They
Right.
have Juan and Gamboa na playing the 3 and the 4. Marcelino. Oh, taken away by Juan.
What a push of the basketball by Juan. You would think with those big shoulders that he would not be able to do that, and his heft. I think otherwise. It took only, 2 dribbles for him to get to the other side after the steal.
And Cinco misses the 3. Barkuma, the putback. And a foul. Isasama ko ba yan sa top 10 place?
Puede. Oh, Zamboanga again just finding a way just to hang around with plays like this one. The smallest guy on the floor getting the offensive rebound. May kasama bang foul?
Barkuma could not complete the 3-point play. Rebound ni Dexter Marquez. Marquez fakes the handoff. Binigay kay Gamboa. Pulls up. The jumper is money para kay Arvin Gamboa.
Beautiful ball fake, short ball fake right there to fake that reverse pass and that one dribble pull up by your foreman.
Ray Publico answers right back.
Napakita na kaya din niya. Ganda ng sagutan itong dalawang team.
7 minutes remaining. 6 points ang lamang ng San Juan. AC Soberano, it's short. That is off a San Juan player. No more challenge. So, bola ng Zamboanga. Chance to chip into this advantage of the Knights. Tancinco. JC Marcelino. To Barkuma. Publico launches the 3. No. Juan secures the ball para sa Knights. Gamboa ang nagbababa. Orlan Omar is back on the floor.
Mismatch on the post.
Marquez forcing the issue. There's a foul on Ray Publico.
So he felt the contact already, even before he got the basketball. And as soon as he got it, he got the advantage already by putting Publico on his hip. Got a straight line drive. And then a free throw.
Yes, free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances and Subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Now, Marquez, one of 3 players for San Juan in double figures, 13 points, 50% from the field. This will be his 6th and 7th free throw, along with 5 boards and 1 assist.
It's a double-digit lead for the Knights, 70-60. 6:24 left. JC Marcelino. Binigay kay Publico. Back to Marcelino. Barkuma. With Publico. Another jumper from Publico. No good. J-Boy Solis with the offensive rebound. Publico. Tancinco. Back to Barkuma. That's a 3. No. Rebound. Publico. Back out to Tancinco. Tossi, another 3. It's good.
Just relentless on the glass was Zamboanga in that possession. Solis getting 1, Publico getting 1, and Tancinco on the kick out just steps into a 3 with 1 dribble. What a big shot. And that was trimmed the lead down to 7.
Gamboa, corner 3.
It's a foul against San Juan. Juan on
Tancinco. And Tossi getting extended minutes here, as this matchup is favoring yung kanyang presence on the floor.
Zamboanga is asking for a review because they felt that Tancinco was hit on the head. Look at the catch. 1 dribble step in. As our colleague would say, cash money.
70 to 63. It's a 7-point advantage, but there's so no further punishment there. So just a regular foul.
Now this is a big possession for Zamboanga. Now let's see if they could suck in the defense. A 3 would be nice, especially if it's from Tancinco.
But Marcelino, no?
That's a push.
There's been a lot of loose ball fouls here in the fourth quarter.
That was the correct shot from your best player. The ball screen action, pumunta sa ilalim yung tao. Good line, just unable to drain it.
Malonzo, halfway through this final period. It's a foul on Tancinco. Next foul will mean free throws for the Knights. Malisaan. Now with Agent Miranda. Miranda spins. No good on the layup. Wamar with the offensive rebound. Wamar. They go to Calisaan. Binabantayan ni Andy Santos. 2 seconds. Calisaan, that's a shot clock violation. Kung ikaw ang Zamboanga, you really had to stay patient and disciplined sa multiple possessions na yun.
Oh, ng San Juan. Well, I thought they did a good job, except for the offensive rebound, of denying Orlan Wamar the basketball. In that time, itong si Barcuma was the one defending him.
Timeout ang Zamboanga. Down by 7, 4:29 remaining. Presenting our Suzuki Muscular and Sporty fan of the game, just like the Avenis, do more and achieve more with the Muscular and Sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenis, oras na para magmotor. Let's give a quick shout out kay Boss Nini Arquiza of Zamboanga, chilling right now in North Carolina, watching the game. And the remaining game ng San Juan is against the Batang Kankalu of Caloocan. That's a home game for Caloocan. That was a postponed game actually. Siyempre yung mga kaibigan natin sa Zamboanga organization, Alvin Muño, of course the ownership group led by Ma'am Anita Cao and Sir Tipi Cao. Magandang gabi po. 70 to 63, Marcelino on the move. Drop pass, Adi Santos. No three-point play. He'll get 2 free throws.
A beautiful after timeout drawn up play by Coach Louie. Ends up as a double drag for JC Marcelino coming from the right side, which means he's going to his left. So even though it was a quick hard show by Hugnatan, he was still able to beat the defense and create that advantage underneath.
Free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa Subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. And JV Marcelino.
Adi Santos though missing the free throw.
1 for 2 para kay Adi Santos, the former University of the East standout. Has a MPBL championship under his
Batangas.
belt with Batangas in the first season of the league. 70-64. Panganiban able to cross half court. Orlan Wamar, Barkuma right there, sticking to him. Barkuma still there. Malonzo, binabatayan ni Marcelino. Mike Malonzo. Inatake ang depensa ni Publico, natapikan. And shot clock violation on the Knights.
Excellent defense that times. Pretty much switched everything is Zamboanga, and on the last stand, Malonzo tried to create space using his inside shoulder, but still was not able to get a shot off.
Marcelino able to recover. Tancinco blocked by Malonzo. Labas kay Publico. The kick out. Tancinco for three. It was a foul before the shot.
Yeah, Publico fell hard on the floor.
If it's on Mike Malonzo, that's it for him. So there'll be an inbound here sa baseline. Interestingly, Christian, Galanza has not returned here.
I had the same thing in mind, and then I was sort of like asking myself, na injured ba to?
Barkuma, what a move! Joey Barkuma. And these are some impact plays produced by Joey Barkuma.
On both ends.
Panganiban. They go to Amar. Draw pass inside. Kalisan. Easy two. Muntik na mabitawan doon. Publico. Now with Barkuma. Tancinco has time. And Tosi Tancinco has made a difference here. He has drawn the foul on Zach Juan.
Look at this daredevil drive by Barkuma amongst the trees. Was able to finish on a little dipsy-do. How many times have we seen this in this game? That drop pass and then libre. Libreng-libre yung mga big men ng San Juan sa ilalim. Making life easier. Dapat yan ang slogan ng mga mga point guards.
Dapat.
Yung pinapakita ni Wamar, pinapadali niya ang buhay ng mga kasama niya.
Tancinco missed the first one. And 2 for 3. There's pressure here. It pass to Panganiban. Nabitawan ng bola. It will stay with San Juan. Hugnatan. Oh, steal by Marcelino. To Barkuma. Back to JC. That's a three. Too strong. Rebound. Ends up with Panganiban. Wang ahead to Kalisan.
Oh, what a play!
To Panganiban.
What a play by San Juan. For a while there, I was about to say, what a poor pass by Zach Wang, because he also had Panganiban on his right. Clearly a strong pass, which looked to be good inbounds. But the save, the assist, and then a three-point play. What a way to close that play.
Kitang-kita. Pumped up si Mike Calisan after completing that play. Nico Panganiban at the line. Could not complete the three-point play. Offensive rebound para kay Panganiban. And guess who made that play possible? Mike Calisan again. Last 2 minutes is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL.
Wow.
But the ending, GameX, Nico Panganiban coming alive here in the fourth quarter.
He put his defender on skates that time. Using the behind the back to break away and the layup. What a move by Panganiban.
They're taking too much time here, Zamboanga.
They are.
Inside, natapik ni Calisan. So big plays on both ends of the floor para kay Mike Calisan. Wamar looking to seal the deal for the Knights here. Orlan goes to Hognatan. That's a three. Panganiban with a big rebound.
Even showed off a little bit those hops by getting it at the top, at the very top.
Panganiban, no good. That would have been the dagger. 48 seconds remaining. You have to go quickly, Zamboanga. Marcelino, layup is good. 2-possession game, 76-70.
Good timeout. Get the ball inbounds half court, or if they decide to, because if they do that, bababa sa 14 yung shot clock nila.
This was the play earlier from JC Marcelino.
I think what's crucial about this basket is how quickly they got it from the backcourt. Only 7 seconds spent from the backcourt. Just a 2-possession ball game.
We'll be right back after this timeout. Mike Calisan in his return finished with 16 points, including 12 in the second half against the Bulacan Cuyas. You know, what a time for him to make his comeback dito sa koponan ng San Juan. Coming in when the games are becoming more important. 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals tonight para kay Mike Calisan.
Not only that, you see the efficiency. You saw the efficiency by Calisan, 75%, 6 of 8. In the last game, he was almost 78% for 16 points. That's insane.
Yeah. Hognatan looking for a teammate. Nahanap si Wamar.
That's the benefit of having a veteran like Hognatan on your squad. He was doubled in the corner at half court. A lot of the players in our league could have panicked and turned the ball over, just like his teammate right now, pretty much a rookie here in the MPBL, a second season. Hognatan did not even flinch.
Wala.
Pero nag-end up turnover pa rin. But at least they were able to milk some clock.
22 seconds ang nabawas nila doon sa possession. But Coach Louie Alas is called a timeout for Zamboanga with 18.8 seconds remaining in the ball game. Bola ng Zamboanga down by 6 when we return. Babalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, Laguna. San Juan looking to clinch the #1 seed in the North and the #1 seed in the regular season. So that would mean home court advantage throughout the playoffs. Up by 6. Marcelino. Good double there. And much to the surprise of the San Juan coaching staff, that was a foul. That will send Marcelino to the line.
I thought, I was actually in the same boat. Na-sorpresa rin ako. Especially how this game has been called. Nonetheless, Marcelino, I think you can expect him to miss the second one. He made the first. Rebounding, obviously going to be a big part of San Juan to close this game the right way. He made it.
Yeah, and then my timeout on the part of the San Juan Knights. 12.6 seconds remaining. And we will stay in the air para marinig natin ang timeout na to from Coach Senator Jingoy Estrada and Coach Nani Pundulan.
Paulan sa mag-steal siya yan. Steal muna, tapos foul. Steal, then we foul. Okay. Inside. Easy. Nahihil pa rin. Nico. May open bigay mo. Okay, nakano tayo ha? Nakalayin pa rin tayo. Okay, AC, Orlan, AJM, Mike. Okay, first move, pagtapik ng bola. Okay. Sorry. AC, AJM, Mike, Orlan. Okay, pagtapik ng bola, AC, ikot ka, parang over-under. Dito ka sa corner ka. Okay, Orlan. Mike, okay. Orlan, okay. Pin down. Pakita. Ask for the ball. Okay. Hey, gawan nyo na parang. Hit the ball.
That was the voice of Assistant Coach Nani Pundulan of the San Juan Knights. Siyempre si Coach Senator Jingoy Estrada ang kasama niya dyan. And Coach Nani has really come into his own, in the coaching circles, lalo na dito sa MPBL.
No question. I mean, this is probably one of the few coaching staffs in the league. And yet they're still #1.
Able to get the inbound in. There's a foul on Barcuma.
You see, that's one of the benefits of having not only a veteran in Reynal Hugnatan, but also being tall and being a good passer. Malaki na reliable pa. Sometimes even if reliable yung inbounder mo, pag medyo maliit, magdadalawang isip ka because the other coaches, the defending coaches would put centers, yung pinakamatangkad nila, to try to disrupt the pass.
Tama.
Pero si Kuya Reynel kasi malaking tao.
Not the usual output from Orlan Nomar, but they are likely to get the victory here. Barcuma, so Bido for 3. That won't go. AJ Miranda secures the final rebound of the ball game. And the San Juan Knights pulling off their first win over the Zamboanga Master Sardines since the Lacan season. So, dalawang season, regular season, na hindi sila nananalo over Zamboanga. But here, getting over the hump and sealing #1 in the league.
That's important. But this game, it was just, I thought this was that playoff game type. There was not a lot of oohs and ahs in this game. But both teams executed well offensively and defensively. The thing with San Juan, though, and we talked about this, that unsportsmanlike foul in the end of the third played a big role to the outcome of this game, I thought.
Yeah, our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Incidentally, that possession, you know, that unsportsmanlike foul led to 5 points.
5 points.
And that is this is a
and then a 3, and then it was a 10-point game heading into the 4th.
and that 5
And
points.
they win by 5.
So that is the difference between San Juan and Zamboanga. Final score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Let's go to Megan Cabrera.
Maraming salamat, Sudel. Kasama ko nga ngayon ang ating best player of the game, Mike Kalisaan. Mike, 17 points, 7 rebounds. Kakabalik mo sa injury pero back-to-back player of the game ka. Sabi mo nga, very well supported ka ng San Juan throughout that recovery process. Can you talk more about that experience?
Yun nga, sabi ko kanina, ready lang ako lagi. Hindi naman ako nagpahinga eh. So, nandun pa rin ako sa practice, sumasabay pa rin ako kung ano yung kaya ko.
And when it comes to San Juan versus Zamboanga, alam naman natin in the past seasons, past regular seasons na naghaharap kayo, Zamboanga ang nagwawagi. But this time, anong masasabi mo sa naging performance ng team mo, lalo na't 4 kayo na nasa double figures?
Yung team ko, sobrang tiwala ako dyan. Nakita naman natin, hindi lang naman isa yung ano dyan eh. Isa yung gumagawa, lahat naman dyan, maasahan talaga. Yung chemistry, yung talagang nire-ready kami nila coach eh. Sa practice pa lang makikita mo na yung every detail talagang binabalik-balikan namin para lang mag-improve.
So, time na para sa mga shoutouts at sa mga gusto mong pasalamatan.
Unang-una, siyempre, sa Panginoon dahil nakabalik ako ng better. Tapos, siyempre, sa pinakamamahal nating senador, si Senador Jingo Estrada, Boss Jeremy Go, Kong Brian Yamswan, Boss James Go, Boss Jun Usman, Go for Gold, Porpis Party List, Pinenclo, Grill, JSU Amusuk, Bicol Saro Party List, Alaksan FR, Power Hoop Sports Clothing at sa lahat ng San Juan ninyo na walang sawang sumusuporta sa amin. At siyempre yung misis ko, si Steph, yung in-laws ko, si Papa pa ko, si Mama Jo, yung parents ko, si Mama Tess, Papa Carding, and itong mga boys, and itong baby ko, lahat ng kaibigan ko, si Edwin Langit, si AJ Giao, tsaka yung probiotic Tolome, #1.
Still on top. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you and your team, Mike. Once again, our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dahil sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Si Delphin Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Megan. Congratulations kay Mike Kalisaan and his lovely kids there in joining that interview. So may isa pa pong laro dito sa Binyan. It's the Binyan Tatak Gel taking on the Mindoro Tamaraws, who will be closing out their season tonight. We will be right back for that game. Ito po ang MPBL, ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino.